Alright, yo, what's good, you fucking pussies? Yo, this is What Did I Just Watch? This is Evan.
Bobby.
And Pope.
Alright, yo, I guess we're gonna attempt to talk shit about Black Panther. So
everybody seemed to like Black Panther for some reason.
Yeah.
It made a lot of fucking money, made a lot of headlines. A lot of people just talking about it positive. I mean, they tried.
I think the thing is that everybody was so scared to be called racist if they hated this movie.
Yeah, I think that's a huge part of it.
So they had to just try and attempt to look past all the faults in it. And I personally thought it was terrible. So I think we should just go around and give everyone's overall opinion on the movie, and then we'll kind of just go and then just summarize the whole thing and talk shit about it. So who wants to run it first?
You already got the mic, dude. Hit it up.
Alright, I'm gonna give my opinion first. Like I said, I thought it was terrible. I thought the acting was, oh my god, I thought it was mediocre. Jesus Christ, the sister was fucking cringeworthy at times. The Black Panther himself was fucking cringeworthy at times. I gotta say, I'm trying to think of, oh my god, the bald-headed woman. Overacting. Mother of fucking God.
The Walking Dead chick?
I don't know. I never seen the one with the spear.
The general.
Mother of God, overacting. I couldn't take it. There was terrible jokes. Terrible jokes. I think the writing wasn't there. I think it could have been good. I mean, I don't like fucking these type of movies.
So a little background on that. Yeah. Evan has a thing. He does not like superhero movies. Mm-hmm. There are very few, in fact, maybe 2 or 3 out of every one that's ever been made.
Thor Ragnarok was the only actual superhero movie
out of that MCU universe.
Yeah,
he also liked Deadpool.
Yeah, but I don't consider it. I don't count it.
Right, because that's.
I don't count it.
I mean, it's a superhero, but it's completely out of
Okay,
we're sticking.
So I thought it was terrible. So Bobby.
Yeah, I thought it was definitely boring.
Yeah, boring. Very fucking boring.
I was tired for work, but I was falling asleep the first part. I had to finish watching it the next day when I woke up. This is my first time watching it. Yeah. And I was falling asleep. There's a lot of corny, just stupid jokes in there that are just too corny. They're ridiculous. Yeah, it took me the next day. I had to watch the rest of it.
Bobby,
I had to go to sleep, and then I watched it the next day when I woke up.
Now, Bobby, would you say that you like those Marvel movies?
Yeah, I watch a lot of them. Yeah,
you like them for the majority.
Okay, good. So you like
them. So this one specifically,
some of them, most of them are pretty good. There's some that are, ridiculously corny.
Okay, good. Okay.
This one was, there's definitely.
So I think you're a perfect choice.
His sister with their fucking.
So you're on one end of the scale. You're right in the middle.
Right,
yeah, I like them, and that one was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But
So I guess I'm on the complete opposite side of the scale, so I love all these movies. All these movies are great. I really do enjoy them. This one, for some fucking reason, I just couldn't.
You watched it 4 times?
I've watched it 4
times.
3 times, now 4, including the one I just watched today, and I had all these notes written down for it. And I really wanted to like it, because I do like all these actors and other projects that they've done, especially Michael B. Jordan. He's on with Creed and everything like that. He kills it. I just couldn't get past this. I mean, I guess the story was fine, but yeah, like everybody's saying, the jokes and they weren't hitting. Everything was forced for sure. With the pop culture thing, with the what are those?
Oh my god! I know.
I have one of those as a bulletin on my notes page right
being
here.
so cliche, it's like you didn't have to fucking kill him off in the end. Like, what was the purpose?
It was. I think we just need. Let's just. Alright, I think we all. So we all. I think it sounds like we all are on the same page. I don't like it.
Yeah, but I will give it. I loved the music and the cinematography. The way they filmed it, I thought that was great. Even though
at the end, I
hated all the CGI.
Oh my god,
there was too much CGI.
The coolest thing was the homie's mask, gorilla mask.
Okay, I guess when I say cinematography, I like that ancestral plane and the colors that they used. I thought that was really cool. There's a lot of symbolism there. I thought that was dope.
Alright, so we all thought it was terrible. So let's just fucking run through the plot, and we'll try to see if anyone remembers. Okay.
I even titled this Vibranium the Movie.
Oh my god, I wish I had a counter of how many times they fucking said Vibranium! Oh my god! How many fucking times?
Everyone in the world knows what Vibranium is, but they don't know what there's a fucking... a whole half the Earth is vibranium right there.
Oh my... Okay, alright, so it opens up...
And that's it.
Okay, so it opens up with a fucking story, right? The guy,
a little backstory,
yeah,
the sand thing,
action.
which I thought was really cool style to do it into.
Okay,
as far as the explanation, the
sand
copy
and
that I
watched,
like that, I thought,
the copy that I watched,
visually,
I thought it might have been cut, like the beginning might have been cut, and it was just like hopped in like at a random time.
What do you mean?
Because I thought maybe it was like a shitty like copy online,
but
or it missed the beginning, and it was the beginning of the movie, and I thought I was like, wait, did I miss something? Like what? It just hopped in random as shit. I was like, what?
Okay.
I was like, wait, I had to like check and make sure it was the beginning of the actual movie. But it was crazy.
And anything specific about it that
you
didn't like?
Okay, so it opens up, right? So he's telling the story about it, and apparently the meteorite made of vibranium lands and it hits the fucking, and it says vibranium hits and it lands and then it affects all the plant life. It's like, why did it only affect the plants?
You brought that up earlier. It's like that right.
So animals eat plants.
Exactly. Yeah. So that
why not? The animals
like I said, they're just busy.
And why didn't it kill everybody? Like,
but then again, plants. It was literally just one plant.
What?
And then just
they had vibranium everything.
They did, but when you're talking about plants, there's literally just that one plant that gave superpowers.
Yeah, but it said it affected all the plant life. I think it said that. It said like it affects all. Okay, all right.
Or the plant life, or a plant. I don't know which one.
I remember
just the one
that one that he burned.
Yeah,
and I thought it killed everybody. Yeah. So
a meteor hitting that spot but didn't kill everybody. Just gave everybody life and gave you this crazy life power and all this.
All right, so
that's what killed the dinosaurs. How are they gonna fucking live from that?
How is there not vibranium dinosaurs running around?
And that exactly, and it had to have been a massive.
I didn't even think of it.
It had to have been a massive amount of meteor to them to still be using it.
So it like, make a hole that big. They're underground, like miles underground.
Haven't even scratched the surface. And that was
like
the line.
City's like a mile underground. I've just like fucking fallen.
All right, so the meteor hits.
What if it mutates?
After that scene, it goes straight to like 1980 something.
All right, so what happens in 1980 something?
Oh yes, yeah. The opening scene, he's like the hood is like, yeah, they got ARs and shit, and he's like,
hide the strap,
hide the strap. Say that, yeah.
He knew immediately. Yeah, like it was just a.
He sensed it.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden there was like, oh,
he has spider sense.
And then Black Panther comes in and he starts talking to the guy, and he's like,
so.
Jesus.
Okay, so what happened? Okay, they hide the straps,
yeah,
right?
They hide the straps.
They knock on the door and it's the fucking the
ball. Twice.
It's the
ball. Black Panther.
That's cool. That's fine. And they're walking in with the whole outfits and shit, just like.
Oh, it was a bald chick.
How does nobody notice that? For one,
I know. That's what I'm wondering.
They remember all the kids
just walked up there.
Remember the kids?
No, they flew, so they came from the roof.
Remember the kids saw and they're playing basketball.
They came from the roof, so we'll give them that.
Later on, we recap. We come back there again. That same scene where the kids are playing.
If kids are playing outside,
and they watch it.
Like there's traffic going around, so how did nobody see? Two distinguishingly bald black chicks walking in with spears
pretty obvious,
and pretty fucking awesome looking like armor.
All right, so then the dude walks in, and I'm thinking, okay.
No, they turn the lights off, and Black Panther just appears. Remember?
He appears. T'Chaka.
Yeah. He's just like lights out. He's like,
he's like, yeah,
what?
He just manifests.
Yeah, he just pops out. He's like, he's there.
And then he goes. So he goes, okay, he tells the other guy to leave the room, right?
Yeah, he's like, nah, he's my boy. He's like, stay with me.
You already know he's a spy. Why would you be telling him to keep him under? Why are you still playing it off?
He's trying to play it off. My thing was like,
but no, maybe because then now look what happened. If he told him to leave the room and he left, that whole shit wouldn't have happened. It would have been just the Black Panther and him. It could have been like
right. So he's talking to his brother and whatnot, right? And the friend
he didn't have to save somebody, but he wouldn't have to. Yeah,
the friend is sitting behind him, so like he's literally like
yeah.
T'Chaka and the brother stuck, but he's behind him.
Yeah.
Can't see him. But he's still looking around like he's fucking confused, like he has no idea what the hell's going on.
He's committed to this acting. Like he's committed to this game.
He's not looking at you, bro. You're not trying to fucking pass anything off. Like you could literally be just going like, "Wakai," right behind him and shit. Yeah.
It's like no one's looking at you. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah. I thought that was really weird.
So yeah, they're homies. They've been homies. They're trying to take over Wakanda, talking about it, but then he didn't know that he's Wakandan and that's his brother's homie. He saved his life and killed his own brother. Because, like, that's, like, remember, he's like, oh, he placed me in there to, watch out.
The second spot.
How does
the second spot? The
spy
he turned
into, what's his name?
Why did they send two Whitaker? But why did they send two fucking spies?
That's his brother's homie. He's like, yeah, he placed me in there to watch out and make sure shit's not going. It's like, how do you not know it's your brother's friend from Wakanda? He live in the same place. How do you not know that? Right? Look at that. That's his homie.
It's a small spot.
You live in a bubble, literally, and your brother is the fucking king. How do you not know that's his friend?
Yeah.
Place him there.
Did you not ever see? Wait.
Oh, wait. Where did you come from? What the hell? Oh, you're my homie. We're gonna take over Wakanda. And after that, then it starts off, and then it skips to that part where like they're in like the jungle, like chasing.
No.
Yeah.
Hold on, something happens before that.
No, they kill him. They fly off, and then it goes
it skips to him
in
the
this little in this plane. He's like watching the news. His dad's dead. It's like a couple days later. And they're about to go to the that one chick to rescue her for some reason.
Remember? That's what I'm saying. They're in the jungle.
Okay, don't freeze.
So I got one.
Don't freeze.
Oh my God.
Why do you have to say it like that?
And just the fact,
you just can't accentuate the accent.
And it's like it's no, like they don't freeze.
His accent was horrible.
That was terrible.
His accent was God.
No,
I expected that.
He goes in there.
Don't freeze. It's like the lamest thing, and it's just a setup for some lame joke later. It's like don't freeze. What don't freeze could be, it's gonna be whack.
And it happens.
But then so then they go down there, right? Yeah. And then I'm thinking, remember he throws a device onto the car, right? That makes it stop.
Okay.
He never goes to pick that back up. Yeah. And it's like, these people are the worst at keeping a secret.
We can't let our technology get out. There's fucking throwing technology.
Hold on. After the whole scene, they could have. They didn't leave and see them get in the plane and fly away.
There's more. That's the first.
I got one.
Okay, so they jump down. He throws the thing. He goes down. Yeah, starts killing everybody. There's a whole group of there's a whole army of people, and they have a bunch of people in a truck and held hostage, with one of the spies he's going down there for. So then he throws a device, he stops it, he kills everybody. Okay, then I'm thinking, so then now the girl that's the spy that's pretended to be in the back of the car, she gets out, right? And she picks up an AK, but instead of shooting it, she just hits him with it. And then she throws it at another guy, and just not shoots it once. And then just shoots him rear naked.
But no, that scene too. Yes. Then the last kid, after he kills every single one, the kid's shooting him in the face in his mask. He's like, fucking shoot him, and he stops, and then she's like, stop. He's a boy. And he's like, alright, let a kid go up there.
He just tried to murder me.
He was literally shooting you in the face.
If he didn't have the helmet on,
you'd be dead.
But even before
she's like, let him go. And then he sends him off with all the hostages. He's like, take them. And then the kid's with him. It's like, alright, he's cool now.
Yeah.
He just shot me in the face.
But he was just trying to murder
him. Hey, take all these people we just saved from you and all your friends, and just take them into the jungle and just run, start going. He's like, what?
But don't speak of this, please.
Yeah. So then,
but hold on, even before that, when he lands down or whatever, after he fucking stops the cars and shit, and they're looking for what the hell's going on, the dog senses him. They look up.
Oh my God!
You hear no gunfire. It's like, how did he just take out 5 people in the snap of a finger?
Then they look up and the light was on him, and then they look back.
He whooped all their asses, saved one of them, and threw them at the car.
There was one, I think, that scene, they look up and the light's on him, he's up in the tree, and then they look back and they're just still talking. They're still talking, and it's and then he just starts whooping them up and murks everyone.
And then I'm thinking, okay, so then after that, right, they go, he does all that just to tell her I'm gonna be king, and then come back. And then she just goes, okay, I'm abandoning my mission. She goes to the people and go, okay. She goes, okay, bye. Goodbye. She goes, go back to the ocean. They just killed about 10 army people. No one's gonna be looking for you. Peace.
Just walk in the woods. Go to the jungle and just keep walking.
With this guy who's just
one of them.
She's been on this mission for I forget how long she said. And my dad said, I want you to come watch me be king.
Okay. Peace.
See you guys. His kid.
It's my passion, though. It was her passion.
No one.
It was her calling.
Okay, so then
they go back. They go back to Wakanda, right?
Another part is hold on. Another part when I said how they're terrible at keeping a secret. Okay, then the bald-headed woman goes to the whole group. She goes, "You saw nothing here. Say nothing of it." And it's like, that's all you do is just tell people to say you saw nothing. How is this a secret? How is this a fucking secret? You know what I mean? This long. They leave the vibranium technology there. They just tell people, don't say anything. They don't even
They could have grabbed it after the fact.
Kill 40 people.
They could have Men in Black fucking mind sweep them. They're the worst. This is just one of the evidence that is makes them the worst at keeping secrets.
Should have just killed them.
It doesn't make any sense. Shut up. Okay.
And so then they go back to Wakanda, right?
That,
they're in the lab chilling.
No, hold on.
There's a fucking
when
funny
he lands,
part
right? He lands. He gets there. He's he sees his mom and his sister.
Oh my God!
That whole awkward, weird conversation.
Oh my God! So awkward.
They're so bad.
She is a terror. Oh my God! It's so bad. So bad. The lines are terrible too. Yeah. I can't lie. They have nothing to work with.
They walk up and she goes. Terrible. She literally looks at her. She goes, "Did he freeze?"
Oh my!
Like an antelope in headlights.
Oh my God! Did he freeze?
The deer in headlights.
Are you finished?
She says,
"Are you finished?"
Oh my God!
And after the whole conversation, the sister is walking away, flicks him off like it's nothing.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You just don't flick off a king? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Her mom's like, hey, she's like, sorry.
Yeah, like she could say
sorry about that.
It was fucking, yeah.
Yeah, but the antelope and the headlight stroke.
Oh my god. The freeze thing. But I'm saying, why did you freeze? Like, that's your ex-girlfriend, right?
You just murdered 40 people.
No, but I mean, if it was like, okay, if it was like a play, like, okay, it was a crush that he had a crush on, but it's like, you already smashed.
Yeah, you already dated
what are you
her.
freezing for?
You guys broke up, she dipped.
You already did, so like, you should be straight. You know, it's all cool. But like, if it was like, you had a crush on her, and then, did you freeze? Like, but like, dude, you already
been with her. You used to chill with her a lot. Like, it's not like it's like awkward. It's like,
yeah,
she was hot.
The joke meant,
fuck though.
After that whole part with the antelope and headlights and all that, I just wrote his sister. That's how bad she was. I just wrote his sister. Literally, I crossed it out. I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. His sister was that bad. I really wrote his sister.
She was really one of the worst. It's like the museum scene.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so the next scene, the Michael B. Jordan in the museum. Oh my fucking god, his acting is so trash. And I like Michael B. Jordan, right? I seen fucking Creed. I
love him. He's
I
great.
think a main part of it is this script. Is the fucking like? I think she has nothing to work with. These characters are fucking terrible.
Yeah.
So his acting in this is so bad. When it's like they do the cliche where it's like the guy pretends to like not know what's going on and like pretends to be the stupid one and like has the other person school him, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait, I fucking know everything. And then flips the fucking script, and it's just the whack in his delivery is just so bad.
Actually, it's this century, whatever.
Yeah, when he delivers that, it's just the worst delivery ever. It's like he's reading lines. It looks like it's the first fucking take. Yeah. And maybe it's like the last day of shooting of the whole. It was
I
like,
thought it was like too much acting. Like he was trying too hard.
And he does that in this movie a lot.
He's trying too hard. Dude. You're awesome at what you do. So, that hand apparently can do anything.
Thank you. The fucking.
I thought it was just a cannon. Oh no, it can fucking vibrate and shoot.
Why did it make the vibranium thing ash or like the rust fall off?
Yeah.
Why did it do that?
It was like a sonic boom.
What was the real?
And like sonic.
Why did you
boom did?
He said it was a mining utility or whatever. They had made modifications to. So I don't understand how the fuck that would be useful.
This movie's 2 hours and 15 minutes long, and you put that dumbass scene in there. Like, just clip that, and it wouldn't have affected anything.
Yeah, why would you? I mean? Like, because then it set up that scene.
No, they needed that vibranium to go to the club thing.
Hold on,
the club.
Oh my god.
So they needed it, but
no,
that whole
but I mean,
scene
the
adds to like a random build.
The rust popping off it.
Yeah, that part. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you never see the fucking thing.
There's no need for that. There's no need.
It's
not like it puts it in your mind, so then later on he'll use that technology. You know he has it. Just it's there and it's not. But I want to talk about.
No, he was my favorite part of the film.
And then he, he's talking about it, and then he goes, and then he's looking, he's like, you have all the security here, all these eyes, but you didn't check on what's in your body. And then he timed it so perfect that right when he said that, she looks at her coffee, and then immediately
passes out. Across the film.
Like, how did you time that fucking perfect?
Yeah.
Is that why
how long she had that coffee? She walked up, she's like, hey, what's going on? I mean, how long have you been sipping that? She could have died fucking in the hallway on the way in, and then you would have fucked her whole plan up.
Master alchemist.
It didn't make any fucking sense.
Alright, so that was that, yeah, and then
hold
what?
On. Okay. And then more. I got this. I got a whole paragraph. And then when he's calling for help, like when he's like, "Please, doctor, come out." Bro, his acting was so fucking bad. This all had to be the first fucking take.
Someone help!
Dog, can you agree or what? Dog, it was
call the ambulance.
Yeah, the worst.
You should call this paramedic. He's really good. I trust him.
Yeah, he's sure he knows how to treat this poisoning this fucking lady has that I just gave her. And then when it's like a secret, it's like a camera that blocks it so they can't see what's going on in there.
Oh, it's like classic. It's all like
the girl, she's like, and she's a barista.
That's a pretty cool app.
Remember she's a barista, and she's like, I'm gonna go on break. Walks away, fucking cloaks the security system.
How long has she been working there?
Exactly!
You don't
get a cashier right away. You gotta work in the back making fucking croissants and
then
shit.
More about her. Okay, so
even that.
How long you been working there to set this one fucking plan up?
Exactly. And when that shit goes down and all that stuff gets stolen, those people die.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. She just fucking quit her job.
Immediately, right after. While I have
how is she not suspect number one?
Yeah, right at the same time, one of the employees here who just started yesterday walks out in the middle of all this, and somehow the security system goes down, and we get robbed, blinded.
Everybody's
dead.
Why did she even need to work there? What was the purpose?
Dog, it didn't. I don't know.
Just to shut down the security cameras.
I don't know. She could have done that from outside.
He's like,
you got
a
job.
He's like, no,
you're a prime
he
suspect.
He's like, dumbass. Like, what the hell?
Okay, so then after that, they take everything. He's got the rust hand, and then it's the clichéest scene ever. He goes out, and then they all hop in the fucking ambulance, and then he pops out of the stretcher and just starts making out with the chick. You know, the classic, like, the robbery thing, like, okay, the gig is done, the movie's going on, like, the babe comes, because it makes them all hot, they start making out, and it's, like, the most cliche thing. You've seen it in how many robbery movies. Yeah, it's, like, the badass music is starting to go off, you know what I mean? It's, like, the fucking lamest thing I've ever fucking seen. And literally, she is not in the movie ever. She's in for that scene, and then she dies, I'm pretty sure, like, later on.
Yeah, they go and grab the hand dude, claw, use his claw, and then she dies.
Yeah. Like
why him? He kills her.
Oh, yeah, he does. So now I think
So now this goes to the fight.
Yeah, where they all say, everyone want a challenge.
And that girl's dancing all sexy and shit. It's like a little ceremonial kind of dance.
That was the
and the girlfriend baby, I forget her name.
That was the boring part when I was half asleep.
They hit the spears and then they create a trench and this cliffside and shit like that.
How was this the best?
First of all, how did everybody get there? Is there like a tunnel system? How deep is that tunnel system? And there's no guardrails. How many people fell off the cliff? I'm pretty sure there's multiple people that have died. They're like, oh yeah, oh shit,
It was the steepest face of a mountain. And there's like elders like hanging off the side of it, sitting up at the on little cliffs like edges, like
literally straight up.
Yeah, just an 85 degree like fucking slope.
And there's just like little balconies, like
little lips of like rock that they're
like
standing
a foot
on.
lip.
How did they get up there?
I don't.
Yeah,
it's like a 98-year-old elder lady like standing up there.
How did they even discover that? Like,
why is that the best place?
To fight, because then you have to fight each other and you get thrown off.
I mean, it looks epic as fuck. Don't get me wrong, but that was a lot of fucking effort for something you could have done.
And all these villages meet all the way on this cliff top. We're gonna watch someone fight. If not, they're all gonna just say no, and then we're all gonna climb back down this mountain and go back home.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, because one part where I talk shit about later, this actually reminds me where I'm not wrong, or I'm actually wrong, because I talk shit later because they're like, when they say, oh, it's gonna take weeks to do this ceremony, I was trying to talk shit later, like, how is it gonna take weeks? They just went there, but then I'm like, thinking about this all now, it would take fucking weeks to get everybody there, everybody could climb down those fucking roads.
How far did it take them to get to that gorilla?
Why would it take weeks? They have flying fucking...
But they're the only ones with it. All the other villages in I guess they're in Wakanda, right? Are they leave Wakanda to go to those other villages? Are they in the same bubble? Because that one village where the guys are right outside where the rhinos and shit, they're right there. They walk up from their crib.
But even so, like...
But why do they have to live in a fucking hut? Why you're living in a fucking mega electronic vibranium city?
They live in a fucking hut.
This guy's still gotta make fucking dirt patties, shit with a donkey over here, but then...
Yet they have bracelets with holographic images.
But your brother, but your cousin over there is fucking chilling in, like... the most advanced city in the entire planet.
And they're flying through Africa before they even hit the trees. And people are riding horses. They know them. It's like, is that not like an alien spaceship to you?
We're related? Can I get some fucking electricity, please?
Just drop some shit off maybe on the way
there. Some food, I don't know. Help me out.
Yeah.
You got a fucking hover vehicle and I'm riding a horse. What?
They don't ride horses, they ride rhinos.
Oh my god, that's later on.
Okay, so the ceremony. So then they go and they ask everybody if they want to challenge him, right?
Right.
And then everybody says no. First off, I'm thinking, why does he need to like do this thing in order to get the Black Panther power and be king? He already was Black Panther. Why would he need to do it to stop being it? You know what I mean? Like.
Well, maybe they I don't know.
Like, if it was like, okay, he did this challenge and he has to become Black Panther for the first time and be king, I'm like, okay, but like, you've already been Black Panther. You've already been
your
like,
dad,
proven,
how
you've already been getting
your
bones, you know what I mean? Like, you've already been putting in work, and now you're
your
gonna
dad
come
was
and
Black
battle,
Panther, yeah.
Like,
you have to battle some other guys.
To
like,
lose it? Like, to get it again? Like, you already had it. Like, why? And
your dad was king and you were Black Panther.
It didn't make sense. It just doesn't
your dad
make
was
sense.
old, you're Black Panther.
Yeah,
it's
like
you should be, then you're right there. Now you have to challenge, somebody else has to challenge you to fight.
And another thing with the challenge, so he asked everybody.
Unless it's an annual thing. I don't know if they ever said that.
No, they said it's like, well.
I guess that's true.
Well, if it's an annual thing, it just happened to land on that channel.
Yeah. Okay.
Happened to land.
And then anybody can just be king, I guess, but it seems like it's been generations.
Yeah,
but anyway, so then,
so he asked everybody, and then
luckily these guys come in perfectly on time
At
when
the
they're
end,
asking.
right?
He's
At
like,
the last
I'll
person.
challenge. Like, okay,
Like, they're in the back in the caves, like in the tunnels, just wait over.
we gotta be cinematic.
There's out there, what else? Okay,
Okay,
that
right
tribe did it. That tribe did it. That
We're gonna trick 'em.
It's our turn. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3.
The mask was
Yeah, the
sick.
huge
The
dude.
mask, and he was my favorite character in the whole movie. That
M'Baku?
Yeah, I liked his acting, and he
The
did.
big
I think
dude?
he did okay.
Really?
The
Yeah,
big
I think
dude?
So I'm okay. So we're at the challenging thing. The guy comes up. He's late. He has the fire's mask. I like his mask.
The
And
8
then,
mask, right?
the
The-
eight
oh,
mask.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. So he challenges it, and then I'm questioning is, how many people can fight him on this day? What if
Right.
5 people wanted to fight him?
No, it's. I believe
The
it was
first one.
one challenger from every tribe.
That's what I'm saying. So what if
He has to, what if
What if-
everyone said yes, and then he has to fight all of them in
he's
one
gonna fight
day?
5 people in a row? Like 5
And then
beats
that
him,
huge dude.
or if it's like 5, the first person he loses, now that guy fights the next person in succession.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
That's what
But
was
it
question.
really
Like, so then what if? Yeah, this didn't make any sense. Like, what if
Yeah.
you? And then, oh my god, then the sister's terrible joke. Like, does anyone want to battle with royal
Yeah.
blood? And then she raises her hand. Oh, let's all go.
Go home. This corset is uncomfortable.
I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
she
my
said
fucking
somebody
god,
else
making this sorry
Point
ass.
ass jerk.
Yeah, that's sorry.
Can we just go home already?
Yeah,
Like,
it's like fuck
and
up.
then, of course, that was perfect timing. As soon as she said that, she's like, "Can we go home already?" Boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
and then they
yeah.
come out and they're like, "I challenge you!" Like, really, like at that time.
not have
Oh.
it.
And then I'm
Yeah.
thinking, okay. Then I thought, what if this guy was 10 more minutes late? He would have missed his whole chance.
What if
Like-
that hike from fucking the
Yeah.
other part of the jungle through the mountain, something happened where you had to fucking do
Like
some
they
crazy
just go through
shit.
the cave, and there's nobody there.
Oh shit, we're
Or
too.
as they're
Oh, it's like
walking,
2 days
they
late.
release the water and it starts to
Yeah,
come
I
back
know.
up again. It's like, oh fuck, run!
So yeah, that happened. Do we want to talk about
Hold on,
that?
but Forrest Whitaker, when these guys come in, Forrest Whitaker
That
goes,
accent
The worst accent
For
I've
the
ever heard
love-
in my life.
of the flying spaghetti monster. T'Challa, with the powers of the Black Panther, street dubbing.
Oh my god. Yeah, but him, and then he goes, so
Jesus.
the dude comes out and he asks him, he goes, what are you doing here? It's like, what the fuck else would he be doing here? What do you think?
He's part of it.
Yeah, like, obviously, he's here to challenge him. Like, what is he here to just fucking chill? You haven't
I
seen
kept
him.
thinking
walk
like,
in.
oh, everybody else in every single tribe is here except this tribe. He comes in. What are you doing here? What do you think? It took me fucking 2 weeks to walk here, but you guys have hover fucking everything.
But okay, so then Black Panther starts fighting this guy, right? He
Yeah.
takes off his
Oh.
Black Panther powers, and he starts fighting him. And
Imagine he has to do that every time. He has to drink that shit. He's like, oh, he's
I
like
know.
dying. He's like,
He
"Ah."
seizes, yes.
It's going through his veins. He's like fucking dying. Like
Literally.
imagine you haven't found all that technology. You haven't found a better way to put a
Smoke
bracelet.
it, yeah.
Put a bracelet on him and he goes and just
you
fucking
get a
pauses his
bullet
power.
wound, you stop a bullet wound, like you can't
Yeah.
take a nicer.
You can fucking repair someone's spine.
Don't work like that.
Doesn't
But you
work
have to
like
drink a fucking crazy
Don't worry.
poison
Natural.
and like die for a minute and like pass out and then you wake up and then like the people are like, alright, I'm
Where
gonna
were
fight
those
that.
plants?
It's like I'm gonna fight
that.
that
They
guy.
have a secret. They were down there.
He's
They
like,
had
I'm
the
gonna-
plants, the purple Black
Yeah.
Panther plants.
Yeah.
Where were the plants that stripped his powers away?
I don't know. It was a
Right?
It was like a dark gray shit
Oh,
that
yeah.
they poured in his mouth.
You need
though.
something to strip it.
I didn't
They
think
didn't
of that.
show- they didn't, like,
Wait, so
think
what
about
would that do if you ate it when you
Anybody
didn't have
else?
Black Panther powers?
You'd be like, even
Probably just give you the shits.
but then, okay.
But yeah,
Alright.
it's like imagine you watch that happen, you like watch him drink that shit and like die for a minute. Like now I gotta
Yeah,
fight
it's like-
that guy.
yeah.
It's like what? That's so shitty.
gotta
That
be
guy's
dead.
like half dead, and like, he's like get
That's
up
what I
and
don't
fight
get.
me. It's like
And then they're fighting, it's even match classic. And then it's the fucking biggest cliche in the world where he's about to get knocked out. It's slow motion, he just fucking has his back up, he's looking out, and then he sees his mom go, show them who you are. And of course, he gets...
Cliche of cliche.
Yeah,
Then
then he
he's
gets
like-
Super Saiyan, he goes, but I'm Shai. He like
Yeah,
fucking
he goes,
freaks
I
out.
have the power.
Yeah, it's like super cliche. Like, come
Fucking
the
goes
fuck
crazy.
on. Like, these are just these simple things
yeah,
that are just...
then he gets stabbed in the fucking chest.
Yes. Yeah.
That
Like he's
Yeah.
literally looking at his. Thanks, mom. I got this now.
yeah,
I needed that.
wiles out, gets stabbed in the fucking chest. Then he gets him in a fucking triangle choke. He's like, come on, man, just tap out. He's hanging off the side of the waterfall, and he's choking this guy out, telling
Big
him to
fuck
quit.
literally. Well, if he threw him off, he probably.
He
break
was
with
literally
him.
on the ground, and fucking Black Panther was literally hanging over the waterfall.
Yeah.
He's like, quit. You want to tap out? He's like, what happens if he fucking passes out? You're gonna fall off the fucking cliff. That was bad. He just gives up. It's like in the beginning, they're like, it's either death or you win. Like they were talking about, like you have to kill him and shit. But then like first fight, you just fucking give up, tap out.
And it's funny, like after watching the movie and everything, after like the whole effect, like just watching them do the whole arm thing.
Oh my god, all the time.
Like the Wonder Woman
just
arm
do this.
thing.
Do this and magic shit'll just happen. It controls stuff.
I was gonna bring that up in the plane.
Yeah, oh my god.
It's just
your bracelet controls everything.
Yeah, at this point. But maybe when it first came out. Okay, so then what happens? So he wins. Okay,
he wins, and then he goes back and he gets.
So he gets the power. Oh my god!
He lays in the sand and they do this shit, right?
The power, and then.
Dude, this is what I got. He's laying in that sand shit, and they're doing the ritual to give him back, make him king, and they do that, and they pour the shit in his mouth. He's laying in a pit of sand on his back, and they just pour liquid down his throat, and he's like, how does he not choke to death? He's just laying there.
He wasn't passed out. He swallowed.
No,
they're literally his mouth's open. He's like, and they're literally
have you
just
ever
pouring
tried to drink
laying down.
It's really fucking hard.
And they're literally pouring it perfectly, and his mouth's open. It's not even touching it. Like he's not storing it in his mouth. It's literally going straight down his throat.
It's
and he just sits there, he's like,
tonsils.
He just literally lays there, and goes, and then takes it all, and then they just cover his whole face in sand.
I saw
how do you breathe? You're just breathing in sand. Then you go trip, and you trip out and go to a fucking other world.
So he's Black Panther.
So he goes to another planet and he sees his dad, and I don't know if I should feel bad if I say this or not, but they cast two people with crazy eyes, and his dad's got a crazy eye, and fucking Forrest Whitaker crazy eyes.
He's got the Forrest Whitaker.
I can't help but fucking notice that.
Well, Forrest Whitaker's crazy eye is just like his eye, like it's the mixture of gay pull and NyQuil. And then the other guy is just missing his eye.
Oh, he doesn't.
It was a fake eye. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it wasn't a real.
Wait, like a movie fake eye? The homie's got a real fake eye.
He's missing his fucking eye
in real life.
In real life.
Oh,
is he? Whoa.
Yes.
Oh,
he is.
Back.
I didn't notice that in Civil War. I didn't notice that in Civil War the first time you see him. He's in Civil War.
I don't
Black
see any
Panther.
of these.
So that's the first time you see Black Panther, and I did not notice that in Civil War at all. So watching it now,
that's when I watched. I watched other movies. I watched the other.
Jesus, that's really fucking noticeable.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I couldn't understand a word he fucking said in the beginning. When he starts talking, I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. The dad, was he talking?
He was speaking a different language.
Speaking Wakanda.
Oh, he won't. Am I an asshole?
Yes.
Am I an asshole?
No, you just watched one and didn't have the subtitles.
Was it just me, guys, or was he speaking another language? He was actually speaking another language.
God, I'm a dick.
You don't see subtitles in the bootlegs.
Oh, that's fucking why. Am I stupid?
We bootleg. Yes.
Yeah, that's why. See, that's why I thought in the beginning it started being weird.
I didn't understand it either, but then he started walking like this and shit. I'm like, oh no, he's definitely speaking different.
Okay,
of course he's speaking.
Okay, so what happens next? So now he goes. He's.
I actually did like that scene though. It was really pretty.
Yeah, it was.
Visually.
And then.
Oh, he meets the Get Out dude. He meets the Get Out homie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
My next scene.
They're sitting there fucking having rhinos grazing. He's talking to the Get Out dude. I can't see this guy as anything else but the dude in Get Out. So that's all I'm going to refer him to as. And then
that's exactly how I have it in
Get
my
Out
notes.
guy. So then, okay, so he's talking to Get Out guy. What do you got for Get Out?
I got fucking. He's got this huge rhino, fucking armor plated up and everything, chilling.
He farms rhinos.
His fucking cage is literally 3 twigs, literally in a circle, and he's just a fucking huge armor-plated rhino. Literally built his cage is built out of twigs.
They apparently learned how to domesticate rhinos.
Oh yeah, like it's normal. Remember, he blows a horn and they fucking come running like they're dogs.
They come by horn.
The horn is as big as this beer bottle. And the sound that comes out of it,
it's like a fucking. It's like a Ricola.
It's a vibranium horn.
The vibranium horn makes it vibrate more.
Oh,
that was trash. That was so trash. Okay.
That's my number.
He's talking to Get Out. My thing is, he's talking to the Get Out dude, and they get the hologram calls.
They're talking.
And then I'm like, what if they weren't together? How would they hologram?
It makes it bigger. They just made it bigger.
But I'm like, was she calling both of them at the same time? How did she know they were together? What if they were there?
As trackers.
But is she looking at both of them? Like, say that they were away, and she called both of them at the same time. Oh, she tracked them first?
Yeah.
She tracked them. Okay, I guess.
Oh, they're both together at the same time.
She tracked. Okay. So they go back.
They're talking about Claw and everything. And apparently, Claw hasn't aged in 30 fucking years.
Thank you.
He's been attacking his dad.
He looks exactly the same. He looks exactly the fucking same.
Hasn't changed at all.
Wait, so this is when they're in the room, right? Talking with everybody?
They're in the lab. They're at the lab.
Wait, the lab?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what they're.
And then he goes to Shuri's lab, and then
they're in that you know, like that building on the edge of the cliff, where the fucking thing is.
I want to talk about the homie with the disc whipped in the pimp suit. Homie is just fucking
the whole movie. The whole movie's in the background. Just
Wait.
Just chilling with that.
But in that that scene when it's like all
green
them
suit, green lip, fucking disc.
But when
that must have sucked so much in
makeup. He's really not
but
like
like
that.
when they're in that scene,
it's all makeup.
When they're in that scene and like they're all talking around and going, they keep cutting to him every other cut, and he doesn't say a fucking word. He keeps cutting to him, just like this guy in a fresh ass suit. It's like he's the only homie in a fucking suit too. It's like what the fuck is going on?
He had one line in the whole movie you couldn't
towards
understand
the end
because the disc smacked him.
It was at the
he's
end.
the one that asked homie his name, and it's like I want to get to that later. But he's the fucking dude that asked his name. Is he fucking mumbles some disc lip shit? Okay, so all right, so then
my next one is.
So then what happens? Hold on. What happens next?
They go to the lab.
Oh my!
And she's like talking about these new shoes she made him.
What are those?
Yeah, oh my god, she's talking
Her
about
acting is so bad.
She's like, yeah, these things have this power. They fucking absorb sound and this and that. She goes, I call them sneakers because you can sneak around in them. I'm like.
I like that. I thought
I kind of did too. I thought
that was the only good joke.
Sneakers? Yeah. That's why we call sneakers sneakers. You can't just rename it after you made this fucking high-tech fucking boot.
Point.
That was the point. That's why it was funny.
And then she goes, speaking of that, what are those? And
that
you
was
fucking
trash.
leather Jesus sandals on. You don't like my royal slippers or whatever the fuck he says?
First off, I want to say that's the only joke in the movie I actually enjoyed, and I gotta like I actually
you did.
Sneakers one. I like that.
I remember you laughing in the movie.
Yeah, but then my God, when she does the what are those joke? First off, it's already like 3 years late.
It already killed it.
It's already 3 years late, and then you're gonna get a movie that just fucking dates itself like a fuck. Like, Jesus.
How long have you been thinking of this?
Like, what? Yeah, it's like, did you write the script 4 years ago? Like, my God, why?
You can't tweak that one scene.
You literally could have cut it out
joke.
and it wouldn't have affected the plot. Like, this is a 2 hour and 15-minute fucking
You could cut out that part about talking about his sandals. Like, I made these super sick things so you don't have to wear those. And then that's it.
So after that, they all notice they have to go to the fucking casino.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and they have to meet up with the guy and see Claw. So then...
Oh, and apparently the metal detectors don't know what vibranium is. Right?
Yeah, that's what I said. They said it in that night. It doesn't go through.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember at the end, towards the end, the spears, Michael B. Jordan's holding the spears? Well, it's a fucking neuron launcher and it's undetected by metal detectors.
They say it a couple times.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we're just gonna skip to. Okay, so right when he meets the guy, fuck you. So then,
Everett Frost is the character.
So, okay, so then he goes and immediately, Claw comes in with his whole fucking crew, right? He comes
Scrolls
in, he
up,
apparently goes in so
up.
often he's like making out with the fucking woman in the front.
The lady selling clams.
And there's a terrible Stan Lee cameo, which I wanted to fucking kick him in his fucking chin.
And
I just take these.
They're trying to be discreet, and he's talking in his wrist, like out in the fucking open.
Wait,
he's
who
like,
is?
Everett Frost.
Oh my God.
He's like, everyone on alert, the king of Wakanda is here. His like arm is up. Like,
at least it's your fucking. At least like
so
literally just straight up to the wrist. Everybody's staring at him.
Wait, no, so
they go
so then Claw, hold on. Claw comes up to him, right, and he's there to trade the fucking Everett Frost, the CIA guy, the vibranium that he stole from the museum heist with Michael B. Jordan. Claw goes, he pulls out his gun, and he goes to shoot Everett Frost, the CIA guy.
He just shoots the briefcase.
He shoots the briefcase, staring in front of his face, and he just 4 times, like, go to his dick! Shoot him in his dick!
His body was wide open.
Is that what they did?
It's a fucking, 12 by 12 suit briefcase, and you shoot it 4 times, don't shoot the fucking 90% of his body. This is covering his shoulders up. You don't shoot the other 90, his chest, anything?
He doesn't hesitate to kill a museum director or 2 security guards, but he's not going to kill this guy with diamonds.
And by the way,
this guy's not even crucial.
About $3 million worth of diamonds are flying out of this briefcase as he's getting shot at. He's running around, sliding everywhere, and diamonds are just going everywhere.
Oh my God, then the thing is, I hear gunfire the entire scene, right? There's gunfire going off the entire scene, but somehow no one is shooting our main characters. You know, but there's gunfire going, but where are they shooting? But the main characters are the only ones that are of the opposing team.
And there were no bodies. I saw no bodies.
Who else is everybody else shooting at?
The lady, the bald lady with the wig, she says something and the guy fucking...
The just knows. How did the guy know?
What language was that? You can't speak that language here because freaks out and runs
at her.
And then she kills him, and then now it pops off, and now everybody's shooting.
So they're the only reason that everybody's fighting. So like, but in the one scene or the one shot, you see all 3 of them fighting together. Yeah. They're fighting some people, but you still hear gunfire. But
no one's shooting at the people fighting in the middle.
Yeah, it's like doesn't make any sense.
There was no crossfire or innocent people dying. Like there was no bodies or anything.
They didn't give a fuck. So then they go and they're chasing Claw, right? And everybody, and then one of the girls goes, or someone says they're trying to lose us, and it's like, Yeah, no fucking shit. What are you saying there for?
You're chasing him.
Yeah, it's like saying, hey, we're fighting. It's like, yeah, what the fuck?
He shot 30 people.
Maybe just updating the situation.
Thanks for giving us a fucking recap. They're chasing him in the cars. Yeah. And then, first off, Black Panther is hopping on top, and then the girl has to make a quick left. He fucking grinds his fucking claws into the ground.
And turns the whole vehicle.
Right,
and it literally like tilts it onto like their two wheels.
Oh my fucking god. And then, okay.
He's pretty strong.
Another part is, okay, they're driving, right? This
Vibranium,
This is with his girlfriend? It's his girlfriend and the bald girl. And they're in the bulletproof car, right? There's a joke. It's like, oh, it's bulletproof. So then
they said it's vibranium. They
have
vibranium
the glass is vibranium.
Remember,
so
they're vibranium cars.
So then
transparent metal.
So then the bald woman gets on top of the car, and she's just sitting there ready to fucking throw her spear, and it's like, I get it, the car is bulletproof, but why aren't you shooting the woman sitting on top of the fucking car? She sits there and sets up her fucking spear, throws it, and ends up killing the car in front of them, because it stops it and the car hits it and
it goes through the window, hits the ground, and the car hits it and doesn't move. This spear catapults an entire SUV into the air just from a spear.
It really got that much.
It went through the window and into the street, and then the car hit it and then fucking flipped. Like, how?
No
vibranium,
sense.
man. It's fucking strong.
So then there's another car, and they're gaining on them. So then the car actually shoots something at them, and the whole fucking car explodes into pieces. And the bald woman flies out, grabs her spear, lands on the hood of the car, and begins to surf it down the fucking street. And then while she's surfing down the street, what Bobby said, the car was incinerated. The girl fucking comes sliding down
in the seat and just a steering wheel. Nothing else to the car.
She
just
would have been dead.
Her hair is fucking nothing is burnt. Like she's not burnt. She just slides up next to the person who's standing there. Oh, you're like. Then they crack a corny joke like, "You okay there?" Like she slides up with the steering wheel and just the seat. That's it.
It's a Bugs Bunny joke.
The car just exploded into a giant fireball, and you slide out not unharmed.
Okay, so
the whole car's gone except you and the steering wheel.
This needs to be saved for later because this is going to bring up a point for later. All right, so this needs to be remembered for me. Yes, I'm going to explain this later. But a cannon can destroy a car like that completely.
No, but she would be dead. The girl inside.
Oh yeah, for sure, she should be. But the power of the cannon, it destroyed the car. Boom.
Yes.
Okay. Boom. You understand the power that they could do. All right.
Yeah.
So that keeps on going. Black Panther, he catches up to the car and whatnot, rips the wheel off, and the car crashes Ulysses and whatever. He's walking up. Everybody's fucking obviously staring at him with the cameras and whatnot, and just filming him. He doesn't give a fuck. And he shoots the cannon at him at his shoulder, and that did nothing.
Wait, he shoots Black Panther with it?
Yeah.
And he goes flying. He flies back though a little bit, right?
Yes.
He goes flying back.
Yeah, and this is also going to keep going. Like when they, when Killmonger, whatever, shoots him with a grenade launcher.
Yeah. Oh.
He flies like 50 feet away.
I hated that part.
It's like, so he can take a cannon like nothing, but grenade launcher is stronger. So Wakanda weapons are not as strong as a grenade launcher.
It was like whatever the plot needed.
Yeah.
I
was like, I don't get it.
Just at that point,
it was so stupid.
And then weird.
Another thing, how I was saying how they're terrible at keeping the secrets. This all has been going on in the middle of the city, and they just leave.
Oh no! In the middle.
No, you know what happened? The ball bitch went up to it and was like, "You speak nothing of this."
No,
she went up to every individual person and said, "You will not speak."
She did it in groups. Interrogation.
So go on. So
they capture him. Yeah,
what happens?
Their interrogation part, and he plays the typical crazy guy, just sitting in the chair and starts singing, and kissing at him and shit. And then they do the interrogation, and whatnot, and
so Michael B. Jordan comes in and he explodes.
He explodes Black Panther. He shoots up the place, shoots the white dude in the spine.
So he explodes the wall to save Claw.
His sister's in the front watching the same van drive by multiple times and doesn't say anything.
Wait,
remember the van?
Well, she saw it the second time, and that's when she went back in.
And then she went to the security camera, but they had the cloaking device or some shit on the security cameras again. So she watches it the first time before they all go in their interrogation. She sees this transit-looking van. She sees it goes by once, the scene goes on, whatever. They cut back to her again. She watches it drive by again right in front of the store.
I don't even notice.
She looks at it again, and she's like, oh. Goes to the security desk, looks at all the cameras, like, you don't see anybody on any of the cameras, like security cameras, anywhere around the building. She's like, where is that? And, like, points at a scene. It's just, like, an alley with, like, garbage cans and, like, garbage sitting outside. Next thing you know, they show Michael B. Jordan out there setting up fucking, like, fucking 20 pounds of explosives on the wall. And then they come in, she runs in the room, and everybody pulls their guns out. She's like, no, it's okay. Wait, wait, what's going on there? I think they're gonna, and then the wall just explodes. Like, you waited that long to get in there, and then the whole wall explodes. They fucking break him out.
Convenient.
Then the CIA agent dives in front of the Black Panther's girlfriend, ex-girlfriend,
so
and
he gets shot. Michael B. Jordan gets clawed. They're going to the ambulance, and then he's got the mask on. But then Black Panther's chasing them, and then.
The grenade launcher part.
Yeah, I wrote this down too. It's funny. I literally looked.
He's about to spear him.
It launches him
and explodes him, and then now he's like 50 yards back, and then
he sees the ring.
Thank you. It's 50 yards away.
How do you see that?
Super sight too.
I have one from later on in the movie too about that. Exactly.
I have. How did the grenade fuck him up, but nothing else? And it zoomed into his necklace when he was like 50 yards away.
Yeah, after getting hit by the grenade.
Yes, like that you're stunned by.
As soon as you land, you're like. Pinpointing right onto his necklace with the ring on it.
Like
you're essentially knocked out trying to come to.
Like
and then he starts going to run after him again. They're like, no, and he just stops.
Like his.
It's like what? You could have caught him and fucking did that.
Comes with zoomed in hands. Oh, so the dude gets shot. Yeah. And they bring him. They decide to bring him back to Wakanda.
Yeah.
Now this is when the bald woman makes the most sense.
Black Panther looks at the one person, like another agent or one of those people in that building that they're interrogating. He's like, let us take him with us. Like we can heal him. Or whatever, and he sticks a fucking ball off his bracelet, shoves it in his spine, and goes, this will stabilize him. Why? Shoves a ball into the wound.
That all that it does?
There's a wound.
Just there to
but they can do everything. These little balls can do everything. They can control trains.
It can change the fucking light on
the light on your. It can call your fucking.
It can lower your cholesterol.
Everything. He takes a fucking ball off his bracelet, shoves it in this bullet wound in this fucking guy's spinal cord. It blew his spine out. He shoves the ball and he goes, that'll stabilize him. Until we drive from. They fly from where? They're in South Korea. They're in South Korea. We're gonna stick it. Oh, it'll stabilize them. We're gonna get in our hovercraft and we're gonna fly to fucking Africa. That's halfway around the fucking world. Yeah, this will stabilize his spinal cord that just got shot with an AK. It must be. How did they get that far? How did he survive? And then he wakes up after being healed and he goes, "How long's it been?" Oh, it happened last night. Yeah. How did you get from South Korea to Africa and healed him, and he's perfectly fine?
I'm curious on the part, like, he stuck the bead in his wound and whatnot, and
because that'll stabilize him.
What would happen if you stuck the bead in your bum?
Oh. You have a vibranium pud.
You have a vibranium pud? Bro, you be smashing.
Some vibranium beads.
Yeah.
Vibranal beads.
Vibranal beads.
Okay, so
no, but the joke.
So they take him.
When they take him back.
Hold on. First off, the questioning of before that is when they decide to take him back. Yeah, the bald woman is the only one here that is making sense because she's questioning why are we taking him back? Like all this secret place and we're taking the CIA.
It's his choice.
No, but I'm saying. Like again, to my point of how they're the worst secret keepers ever. Like she's the only one with sense. Like. How are we going to keep a secret if you're bringing a CIA agent to here? It's
She's literally like, his job is to go back to USA and tell him all the secrets that he got undercover.
Thank you, and I'm like, she's the only one that makes sense.
He's fine.
Cool. And when he comes to, yeah, that's vibranium. This is how this works.
His sister just tells him everything. She tells him literally everything.
Just no fucking care in the world. Right, yeah, Sereno, I healed you, so this is the history of Wakanda.
When they take him back to fucking Wakanda.
We have lightsabers.
As soon as they're coming in off the fucking spacecraft, they just fucking flew from South Korea to Africa, the center of Africa, in like a couple hours.
Okay, so then T'Challa goes and meets up with the Get Out guy. And the Get Out guy, T'Challa tells him that claw slipped out of their hands. And
immediately, the friendship's out of the fucking door.
He fucking flips! Like,
completely. You didn't get him?
I'm sorry, he blew a fucking hole in the wall and murdered a bunch of people and we attacked him.
He could have easily explained
This
himself.
guy got his spine shot off in the mix of all this shit. Sorry, we didn't grab him when people were getting killed. I'm sorry, dude.
Saving that one chick. So it was,
This guy just saved a fucking Wakandan. And this guy, now we have to save him and bring a CIA agent back to Wakanda.
It's like, he knows every mission doesn't work out. It's like, we'll try again tomorrow. Like,
hey,
we'll try tomorrow,
we almost got him. Now we can, get...
It's not like he's gone forever.
I've been king for one day.
It's been 30 years they've been looking for this dude. The first day he's a king, so you're a piece of shit. You didn't get him your first day. 30 years later. 30 years later, you're king for... You got king yesterday at like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
And you haven't changed the whole world.
You haven't caught him yet?
What?
You haven't caught him?
Like this guy...
He's been on the run for 30 years. You haven't caught him your first day as being king? You're a piece of shit and don't ever talk to me again.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, this whole long movie, they have scenes with the rust arm, all these bullshits we've mentioned. It's like, He could have threw a couple scenes in there of giving him more backstory so we could like feel him a little more. Like we hate this guy off rip. We just met him and then automatically he's flipping on our main character. It's like this doesn't make sense. It's a terrible writing. I don't blame the actors that they had nothing to fucking work with. It's just trash. Like he just automatically flips. It's your boy for life. He's king. He just got it yesterday. Like
king.
This ain't a fucking sprint.
He's dating your general.
Yeah,
he's your king.
It's a marathon. Like dog, we won't get in tomorrow, but we're gonna try again. It's like dog, like
the first
what the
day.
fuck? Like what
you
the
didn't get
fuck?
him?
How long has his dad been king? And then all of a sudden his first day, it's like,
that was his thing. Is like your dad didn't do anything, so on your first day you didn't just switch it all up. Like,
okay, give me a couple years, bro. I'll fucking handle some shit.
Jesus.
Like they get to they're getting on the plane, right, to go somewhere.
And this is what
he's like, drop me off at Wakanda.
No, he's like, all right, make sure when I get back to South Africa or wherever he says Southie or some shit. He's like, yeah, make sure, in a couple weeks I'll get you your paid and your money. And he's like,
not worried.
He's like, I ain't worried about it. He's like, I know you go for it.
Yeah.
And then immediately turns around.
Because he says, I'm trying to just take
He's like, on the way back, just drop me off in Wakanda.
Let me get this straight. So the whole point of Michael B. Jordan hooking up with Claw was in order for him to take him to Wakanda, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the whole reason from doing this with him, right?
Because
hold on. What?
It was the in to get in. Like, so...
But he's already
in the beginning of the movie, when they were talking initially about Ulysses Claw or whatnot, they know he was stealing vibranium, and when he stole he killed Get Out's parents or whatnot.
Yeah.
So he knew.
But that's when he did it with Killmonger's dad. That's when they attacked the first time.
That was when that happened. But so he knew that he had played a part in that. So, like I had this revelation today while I was watching it. He killed the chick because fuck the chick. Who cares?
What? No.
He wanted to get. Go ahead.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
I don't know how he had to butter him up.
No, the whole
because he had a map to Wakanda.
No, who did?
The kid.
Michael Jordan?
Yeah,
he did.
Remember his dad's book
in his dad's book.
He saw it.
Wait, so
this happened after
he was a kid.
When he finally got the powers.
Then he goes back and he found it out.
He had that book, and that's how he read. That's how he knew everything about.
But I don't know. So what I don't get was okay. So this whole thing. If he didn't need him the whole time, why did they even do the fucking the museum like
that's
thing?
Like,
to get the vibranium.
Why?
He does all this whole
shit. He could have just killed him there.
There was no point. That whole
he could have went to Wakanda by himself.
Huh?
He could have just went to Wakanda.
That's what I'm saying.
My thing is like,
no, but he needed the in.
No, he didn't.
Why did he need the in?
To
get his friend's army. That one.
How did he know?
That's what I'm saying. When
he breaks fucking.
Hold on. Tell me. How did he know that he needed to do this to the Get Out guy? How did he know?
Stretching it.
How did he know that this Get Out guy had this problem, and then all he had to do, it was fucking T'Challa's right-hand man.
Not known him
How did he
all.
be like, I've never been to Wakanda, but maybe if I bring him Claude, I'll meet this guy, and he'll get
this guy, coincidentally, who Claude killed his parents.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
I know, that's why I was...
He doesn't make sense.
Anybody, his cousins, he doesn't know any of that.
And it's like, why didn't you get him... At the museum job, you had to let him get arrested and go save him.
My point I have written.
Why did you help him? You could have just kidnapped him.
Literally, look, my notes on here says
you didn't need to kill him. Yeah, you just could have killed him.
This is it. This is shit I wrote down. Breaks guy out of jail, then kills everybody. Doesn't even get paid. Why did he even need to do any of it?
He didn't even need the vibranium.
He's like, yeah, I know you're good for the money. I know you're good. Well, the vibranium thing.
And apparently he's a pilot too. He killed everyone.
He kills everybody.
He had to fly over there
by himself. Brings his body and brings it to the fucking guy and gives it to him.
So then that happens. So he kills them, kills his girl that he makes out with, kills him for number. Okay.
Sorry, babe. Shoots fucking.
So then it goes to the flashback, right? So this is what So in the flashback, we find out the Black Panther kills his dad, Michael B. Jordan. That's when we start finding his motivation, right? Yeah. And then what I'm thinking is that when the dude pulls out the pistol to shoot him, and he just goes to straight stabbing him in the chest, it's like. Bro, you're Black Panther. You could have had so many disarming moves. Yeah. Like, you went to straight murder. Like,
killing your brother.
You could have easily fucking disarmed him. Like, that's what I don't get. Like, you could have easily just, like, had the gun in your hand and, like,
he already planned on killing him before.
He was also trading and trying to attack
But still, he didn't plan on killing him. Yeah.
Because he mentioned he wanted to bring him back
and put him on trial.
And then he just goes straight to.
But you could have easily disarmed him. You could have literally grabbed his arm and fucking flipped him. You're Black Panther. You have fucking crazy moves.
And he's a human.
Yeah. Well, he's also no Wakandan, so they're
no, but I mean, like,
shit, but it's
but no, he's no superhuman. So he stabs him to death. So we find out he stabs him to death. That's Michael B. Jordan's motivation. So then Michael kills the guy. How did he get to Wakanda? How did he know they had to bring the Claw to Get Out guy and he would be his homie? How did he know the Get Out guy? I was like, how did he even get there?
I didn't even know you get an army.
He just walked, and that was the first person he ran into as he's coming up.
He just so happens, okay, I get it, he's checking the border, they mentioned that.
But the other tribes are further out. That's the closest tribe because they're always posted in Wakanda.
Yeah,
like they're right outside of the city when they fight at the end, they're right there.
But he brings a dead body. I don't know why this is the first time he's gone. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So then he goes there, and then now they cut to
How far do you think he dragged that body?
Dog, it doesn't. I don't know. You're right.
You didn't see the plane anywhere near, so you must have dragged that motherfucker a long ass time.
Like, where was this map? Like, it was like 40 years ago.
Remember, it was literally a picture of Africa, and then like it just says Wakanda in one little spot. It's like,
and a fucking X. Like, oh, here
you gotta get through a fucking force field dome and like fly out a Cessna from whatever country. Where were they? What country were they in when they killed Claw? Wait.
They killed Claw? They killed him in South Korea.
Oh,
because they
were trying to go to the
So he flew a fucking Cessna
from South Korea to
Africa. But then remember they flew the fucking spaceship from there in a day. He shows up there that same day. How did a fucking highly
that's
technological...
at least like an 8 or 9 hour flight or something.
From South Korea to Africa?
I don't fucking
That's
know.
like a 15, 20 hour flight.
No way.
So Michael B. Jordan flies a single engine Cessna from South Korea to Africa at the same time as a fucking highly advanced fucking spaceship.
So Pote's gonna look it up and see how long it is. Oh, so we're gonna go to the next scene, which is... So now they're up there talking, and then Michael B. Jordan comes in.
Oh, so yeah, for South Korea to Nigeria is 16 hours.
Okay.
So then...
In a Cessna.
Okay. So it's a long ass thing.
Oh damn! Cessna's even slower.
Yeah, that hovercraft got there.
Okay, so
you gotta stop in India.
Yeah, okay, so
multiple times.
So tell us the next scene.
So then, remember, we talked about it. How when he got shot with a grenade launcher, he flew 50 feet away, saw this necklace on Michael B. Jordan's character he had the mask on that he also stole from the museum. From ancient artifact he just put on his face during a fucking jailbreak.
That was a note to the
explosions. That thing's delicate. Like, why would you bring that to the fucking
because he stole it. What does he care?
Yeah. So then, alright, so that whole scene, he sees the necklace with the ring on it. Boom. Then they get later on, he goes back to Wakanda after that whole scene. Hey, tells fucking get out guy, yeah. So he talks to him, didn't get Claw, goes back up there. Hey, tells Forrest Whitaker's character, hey, I saw this guy, the guy who broke Claw out, had this necklace with my grandfather's ring on it. And this is the only one that's ever been made. Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. And he won't tell him. He's like, no, that can't be true. 2 seconds later, just cracks and tells the entire home.
Spit everywhere, you piece of shit.
Evan just exploded and spit beer everywhere.
All over me!
All over the mic, everywhere. That's the first one in many. Yes, that was the first one. Okay, so yeah,
I'm covered in spit.
He's pressuring him. He's like, "Oh, that's the only ring I ever made." He's like, "You sure? Just tell me." And he goes, "All right, your father." So your uncle went on to America to do a mission, and your dad sent me over there to be a spy and to look over things. That's how this beginning scene in the movie starts. They go back to that. So then, that's how he doesn't know that his own brother's homie is sent to America with him to live in the same apartment and just be homies and do armed robberies and crazy shit with each other.
He was enabling that behavior.
Yeah,
and that's he was sent there in order to enable the prince's behavior of robbing and he was just there to help out.
Yeah, sure, bang bitches, do all. You're in a mission.
What if he suggested he's like, yo, what you should do is you should rob these dudes.
Yeah, that led up to the whole straps and hiding them in the feds.
Right, okay,
that led up to that scene. He tells him this whole story about it, so he freaks out, turns his fucking magic ball bracelet off, and goes off to the cliff with his ex, and he tells about it, and that's when they can't contact him. Like, we can't contact your brother. This guy showed up at the border with Claw. We need to find him. And then out of nowhere, a fucking hologram pops out of his bracelet. You need to come back right now. How all of a sudden now you've been gone for hours, no one can contact you, but all of a sudden now it's like, hey, come back. Perfect timing, right when he's just back. They fucking hiked him from that village. They brought him up to the fucking headquarters or whatever the fuck it is. And they bring him in, and that's when the scene where he's in there talking to him. He's like, "Ew, ask me my name. Oh, you're Eric. Okay. You're Eric. What's his name?"
You're going a little too fast here. So they bring him in. He's an outsider. He's an outsider and whatnot. I don't know. He probably should have or could have showed his fucking lip thing. It's a really fucking easy thing to do. I don't know why he had to hide it. So he comes in. He brings in Claw, who's been their priority number one, like for the last 30
He
years,
killed him off
stealing
rip.
vibranium shit.
Killed him off rip.
Yet they have him in handcuffs, and they're treating him like he's a fucking prisoner. But he solved their problem for them.
He got Claw for you off rip first try.
We don't know who he is yet.
Remember when Claw? No.
Okay, that's fine.
That's
fine.
Another thing
he didn't want to show out yet. I think he didn't want to
this.
show his cars yet. He wanted to hold it down until he saw fucking the Black Panther.
Get all the way up to the...
That's like when you go and ask for a job, you're not going to fucking ask the hostess.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to be like, hey, what's up? You got a manager here? You know, he's fucking like playing
he had to throw everything out there.
I got a little backtrack a little bit. Right before Michael B. Jordan killed Claw, he shot him a couple times and he's dying. Yeah. He's like, why do you want to go to Wakanda? Like, there are a bunch of animals there. This and that. And then he's like, how you can't just walk up in Wakanda like this and that. He's like, how you gonna get in there? And then he fucking just pulls his lip down, has the little fucking thing on his lip. So then after that scene, and then
okay. So they're all up in there. Michael B. Jordan comes in and he's testing fucking T'Challa. He's G-checking him heavy. He wants some fucking smoke. So he's fucking telling him to say his name. He's trying to hype up. He's
talking spicy.
So he's asking his name. He's like, what the fuck? He's yelling everywhere and T'Challa doesn't want any of it. Yeah. And then, of course, the fucking disc-lit pimp, he goes, and then, of course, he starts fucking ripping out his name. Like, I guess that was what his name...
His mom gets him on him saying, oh, we don't want any of this. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. They don't want to hear this because he talks the truth. He speaks the truth when he came in. So then Michael B. Jordan starts telling everybody, like all his business about the back in the day shit about how he found his dad with panther claws in his chest. And all I can think of is, like, what was that police report like? You had panther claws in your chest, and you're a 10-year-old kid, how did you know that there were panther claws? And then again, what happened? The cops came, they're like, I guess
panther claws.
I guess we'll chalk it up to a loose panther. You know what I mean? Like
the panther's in a project building in Oakland, California in 1985, and panther just loose in his project.
Like, imagine this kid, an 10-year-old kid, going around for the rest of his life in school and going, yeah, my dad got killed by a fucking panther. You know, like, this kid must have got. No wonder he's a fucking. The rest of his life. No wonder he's a fucking evil man. He's fucking got made fun of his entire life because he's a fuking psychotic.
But he's also like 19, 20 years old, but also a Navy SEAL, a Black Ops.
He's definitely older than that.
No, remember they said he passed his SEAL training. 19 was Black Ops. He went to Afghanistan, went to Iraq, went to all this shit.
Oh, we did that at that age.
Okay. Yeah. So then, you're right. Okay. Then all of a sudden, so he starts checking him heavy. He let him know what time it is. He shows him his fucking shit, and then he's like, he wants to battle. He wants to battle for the fucking throne. And all I can think is there not a time limit on this fucking challenge for the fucking throne? Like, can anyone just pop up and be like, I want to battle today?
They said it was his birthright.
Well,
everybody freaked out. Everybody goes, no, the challenge is over.
The family.
He's bloodline.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what's the time limit? But the whole ceremony, the whole point was that's the day to challenge.
Those were all the other tribes, but he's in a bloodline where he can challenge at any time he wants.
Anytime you want?
So it's like, I lose today, I can do it tomorrow?
It doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh my god, okay, so then they go fight. They go down there, and they can't get it set up all the way, so it's only the certain people that are there. So they're fighting, right? And of course, it's like, it's going either way right now, and then...
Back and forth, and then obviously Killmonger's starting to get more and more, and he's kicking his ass. And then all of a sudden, he just fucking kills Zuri.
Yeah, he goes. The Zudi comes over. I don't know his name, but Zudi comes over and goes, "It's not him. You should be mad at. It's me." And then he just goes, "Oh, okay." Stabs him in the fucking chest,
and
like
no repercussion. He's like, "You got in the way, bud. Sorry."
You're the reason my dad died. Okay, I'll kill you and him because his dad killed my dad. I'm gonna kill him too.
I believe him.
I'll kill both of you.
And then the part I don't get is like, okay, oh no, and then Michael B. Jordan, T'Challa is on the ground, Michael B. Jordan has the upper hand, and he's like, looking to the crowd, and he's like, is this your king? And he's fucking saying it like he's in a room like this, and he's talking to a person that's 1 foot, he's not even screaming, like, the way you can tell is his green screen, it literally looks like he's talking to him 2 fucking inches in front of him. Like, he's like, hey, is this your king, guys? Is this your king? Like, Doug, put some oomph in it. There's
You're
fucking
on a cliff with waterfalls and shit, and people are hanging up the fucking
It was
cliff.
insane. Like, I'm like, bro, I just felt so bad for him, because it was just so trash.
I'm your king now. Throws him off the fucking waterfall after stabbing him a bunch of times.
Yeah. Okay, so then what happens after that?
Then he throws him off.
So he's the
everybody
king
freaks
now.
out. I'm your king.
So he's a king in a matter of 24 hours.
Not even king. A matter
not
of
even,
fucking
not
5
even
hours.
24 hours.
4 or 5 hours, he's already king.
That has to go in the Guinness Book of World Records as fastest rise to the throne.
So stupid. These rules are so fucking stupid.
Yeah. Then the people have to crown him. Then they take him all back. Then his mom and his sister and his ex-girlfriend, they all go on the run.
They flee.
After that, Michael B. Jordan kills the king and the Black Panther.
Oh my god.
Yeah, throws him off the waterfall. His mom, everybody freaks out. They dip out.
And she steals the plant, and then her, the mom, and the sister go to M'Baku because they want to give him the plant in order to get the power so they can go back and take control of Wakanda. So they get back there and they start talking to him, trying to convince him. And this is probably when I realized that this is probably my favorite guy in the movie. He's the only guy I enjoy. But I did like him, and until the part where he said he was going to eat the white guy. And then
feed the white guy to his children.
Yeah, and then he said the vegetarian joke, which I thought was so trash. He starts to laugh, and I wanted to fucking stick him because I liked him up until that point.
How are they vegetarians when they live in a fucking snowy mountaintop?
Yeah, you're right.
It's snow.
You can't grow shit.
Oh, he said,
and they're monsters. They're all huge. How do you live? How do you
get that big off a fucking plants? No way.
And you can't grow veggies.
You like mainline veal.
Yeah.
He was my favorite guy.
That was funny as shit.
Funny in a bad way.
Yeah, just because
he laughs at his own joke,
and no one else is laughing, and he's just laughing by himself.
The vegetarian,
it's kind of waiting for him to shut up.
So dumb, dog. I liked. Okay, so then they go and they find out that T'Challa's still alive, right? The guy found him. Oh yeah, he doesn't. Okay, they offer him the plant. He doesn't want him. Yeah, his fisherman found him. They found T'Challa. They go there, and he's been sitting in snow for X amount of hours, and I don't know how he has not had frostbite.
No, it must have been days.
When they show him getting taken back by the fisherman, he's literally laying on a wooden cart. He's laying on a wooden cart with a fucking blanket covering his bottom half of his body. He's not wearing a shirt or anything. This fucking
vibranium blanket.
This fisherman is literally covered, full. It's snowing out. The ground's covered in snow, and this man's sitting out there with no shirt on.
He must have traveled like a motherfucker.
Covered with a tiny little tarp thing, and he's fucking dying. He's been thrown off a waterfall. He's been stabbed. This guy's dying. So then they find out that they found him, and they keep him in a tiny little bed of snow in the middle of a fucking house.
Convenient.
Randomly, they just had a bed of snow, Then they freak out. Why is he in snow? Da-da-da.
He's in a coma.
He's in a coma. This is the only thing that's keeping him alive. How is being completely covered in snow and your body temperature
below... You have vibranium. We'll use some... snow is... Since when is your... Okay, my friend goes unconscious. I'm putting him in snow.
No, you're gonna freeze. You're gonna die. Your body temperature's gonna go low. So they fucking do that.
They bring out the herb. They're gonna try to make it.
So they don't even give the plant to the fucking to M'Baku
because he denies it. So because they're gonna try to give it to him to revive him.
The mom fucking mixes up a fucking concoction
in about 10 seconds.
In about 10 seconds, she has a mortal and pestle. She has a mortal and pestle out of nowhere.
Out of hand, just
boom. She's like, "Oh, give me the flower." She takes the flower in her hand, the little bud. And next thing you know, she has a mortal and pestle in her hand. Boom, whips up a fucking potion, calls to the gods, and pours this down her comatose son. Pours it down his throat without him choking to death.
Yeah.
Then they fucking say a little chant and a little prayer to the gods, and then they all freak out and go, "Oh my god, cover him in snow." Like they did with the sand multiple times to other people. How do you breathe under that without breathing this stuff in? They cover him in snow. He goes back to a trippy fucking the heaven land.
I don't think they breathe while they go there, to be honest. Because every time they come out, they're always freaking out. So I don't think they breathe. He's
literally laying there like normal, and then they throw sand on his face, and then he's like immediately just stops breathing as soon as the sand touches his face because he's awake. His eyes are open. He's laying there while they're covering him and shit, and then all of a sudden it goes on his face. He immediately closes his eyes and stops breathing. So he goes back. He sees his dad and the ancestors, and he fucking loses it. And he snaps on his dad. You killed and this and that. You killed your brother.
He does all wrong about hiding technology.
All of you guys are wrong. All this. He goes, I'd rather die than to be here with you guys. I'd rather go back and fight or do this. So then that's the point where he realizes he can come back to life. Yeah. He snaps back, jumps out of the snow. They all hug him. Oh my god, you're alive, T'Chaka, you're alive, you're alive. And he looks with a smile on his face, looks at his mother and goes, Does anybody have a blanket?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. You've been dead for like 12 hours, and the first thing you do is you laugh, you have a smile on your face, and you go, does anybody have a blanket?
Oh my god. Okay, so... so then...
Okay, so he wakes up. There's another one I have before we get to the next part. Okay. So he wakes up, he gets a blanket, he has everything on. He's literally there talking, and he's like, how are we going to do this? How are we going to come back? And, you know, I have to get to my lab, and this and that. She pulls out the weird little tooth necklace, which was the suit. Remember?
Yeah.
Earlier, she's like, it's the suit. It all comes in the necklace. Gives it to him, puts it on his fucking neck. Boom. Black Panther powers all of a sudden all again.
What are you talking? He ate the flower. He got the powers back. That's
no,
how
that
he
was
healed
him
and
to
got from the
save.
coma.
That was him to save his life.
That's how he healed.
Oh, now it does both.
That's how he
That's
healed.
The whole ridiculous,
oh my
that's
god.
the ridiculous part of it.
Oh my god.
Both.
So this thing just saved him from a coma. And then also gave him Black Panther powers.
Sadly, yes.
Then the necklace was put on him, and he has a full suit again.
Sadly,
god,
that was the script.
Oh, really? They come back.
Now it's cut to Michael B. Jordan, right?
No. It's when they're still there after the necklace. They're chilling, and they're like, you know, they're giving a little heartfelt speech to each other. The sister, the mom, the brother. They're all giving a heartfelt speech, and out of nowhere you just hear. Oh my god! Oh, and like huffing and puffing. Are you guys done yet? Because this is too much. I can't.
Your brother was just dead.
Yeah, and they're giving a heartfelt speech to each other. How we have to get back our country and get the throne back. And this fucking guy, are you guys done yet? Oh my god! And he starts cracking fucking jokes. Like this guy's all of a sudden a comedian.
Yeah. So they dip. Right, and then it cuts back to to Michael B. Jordan, and then the Get Out dude. And then this is my concern with this, because the Get Out dude switches up quicker than anything I have ever seen. He went from literally T'Challa's best fucking friend, snap of a finger. Now he's willing to murder Wakandans. They begin to. Him and his crew literally begin to murder, and then they're killing Wakandans. Like,
this is after that initial meeting.
They start sending the weapons out.
This is when they send the weapons out. Now they're all standing outside. This is when the bald girls realizes that's not.
And Black Panther's alive and shit.
Okay, so then Black Panther comes up, realizes he's not dead. And then what I don't get is that Black Panther continues to fight the Get Out. Like, the Get Out dude and his crew just completely don't give a fuck. They just want to go destroy fucking T'Challa. The Black Panther. And then, so Black Panther is fighting these normal humans, and then the Michael B. Jordan Black Panther is fighting the females. It's like, why doesn't the Black Panther just go and fight the Black Panther?
Why are you killing each other and just let them two fight each other?
Yeah, and it's like, but I don't get is like, the normal humans are fighting the Michael B. Jordan Black Panther. It's like, it doesn't make sense. You killed T'Challa.
Black Panther.
Yeah,
the normal humans are fighting that Black Panther.
And it goes on for an next amount. I get it if it just starts and you go over and fight.
And you're trying to get there, but no, he stayed there.
They're a little bit before when they're all standing outside, they're like, yeah, let's send the first shipment out. Boom, he talks about his fucking vibranium spears that everybody in the world can have these and take over the world. Send out the first shipment. First fucking space shuttle, weird hovercraft thing that they have fucking takes off. It's flying. They're like, yes, it's out. First fucking shipment of weapons out to London and fucking whatever we're going. It fucking just gets shot out of the sky. Explodes, blows up, lands in the middle of the field. No one sees anything hit it. It just explodes. It just blows up, lands in the middle of the field.
As if he was like hanging onto it, waiting for it to get in the midair, and then he was
of this field, this fucking spacecraft is burning. Wakandans just died from this fucking spacecraft.
So many Wakandans
are on this plane, right? And they die.
These
they
Get
blow
Out
up.
crew does not care.
They land. It's a fucking smoldering plane crash. And they're all staring at it like, oh my god, what just happened?
Unless it was a drone.
In the fucking middle of the flames, they just look. This fucking plane crash happened about a mile out. A mile out from where they were standing. This fucking thing happens. They show a zoomed out version. Fucking Black Panther, the original Black Panther, just hops up in the middle of smoldering fucking flames of a plane crash and just stands on top of the plane while flames are just around him.
Oh my god.
And they all look. And they just look, and they can just immediately see it's him, and see the necklace on his fucking neck. And they just see it's him, and they're like, oh, it's T'Challa. Oh my god. And
distance is always weird in movies.
They can just see, literally, I put in here, can see him from a mile away.
They can hear him fine.
Yeah. They can see him a mile away.
They're having
after
a conversation.
Plane crash.
That mask gives him fucking protection.
They can see him. So then, fucking Michael B. Jordan orders, fucking keep sending the rest of the planes. You go fucking kill him.
Okay, so then they're on top of him jumping, and then of course the Deus Ex Machina comes that is the other tribe, because apparently this guy loves to be late, which we know from the first scene when he's late to call him out to fight him, and then now he's late to the perfect time where he's there to save the fucking whole crew.
Yeah.
In an entire open field,
but that whole scene,
no one notices that an entire army snuck up right fucking behind them.
And also, that's when the fucking crew comes.
The whole crew comes, and what I don't get is, this crew came, and they didn't know that the Get Out dudes were the bad guys. Like, how did they know who the bad guys were?
Coming in there
they came in so late, they just started killing everybody.
They came in.
Like, the two chicks, right?
No, the guy, hold on.
No, when they walked up.
Hold on. The guy that they were at, what's his name?
Umbaku.
When they came late, like, how did they know who the bad ones were?
No, they did come. No, they did come. When they came, it was...
They were surrounded. They had to know they weren't the good ones.
No, it was T'Chaka's sister.
Hold on,
We forgot the tiny horn, armored, and domesticated rhinos just come out of
Though,
granted, it is in the comics, but that was just stupid as
I wrote attack rhinos.
Whack.
He's like, call it off. He looks at him and he goes, call it off. He goes, stop doing this. And he goes, no. And he walks up on the fucking, he runs up on the rock. Blows his horn.
And also, dumb thing.
2 seconds later, his fucking farm is how far away from Wakanda? He blows his horn a second later. Fucking 12 rhinos come just destroying everybody.
Because it just
oh my god! And then hold on. And then homie's on the rhino and he's charging, and then it stops right in front of the bald girl. I know, and then licks her. It's just the fucking lamest thing I've ever.
But
we also missed another thing.
House and you hang around his rhino all the time.
But when the girlfriend comes in into the battlefield with the sister, apparently their armor comes with the makeup and the different fucking hairstyles.
Because his sister one has the fucking short sleeve tank top version of her armor.
I don't get it. Like, they look completely different.
Tells the girl, remember?
Grab the armor.
Grab the armor. I'm not a fucking. I'm not a warrior or a soldier.
You have time to put dots on your face?
She's like, it's armor or whatever. She's like, I'm not a soldier. She's like, but it's like armor or whatever. She's like, okay, grabs it. Next thing you know, they're in perfect uniform, makeup on, everything. Their makeup.
The hair is completely different.
Their makeup matched their color of their armor. How does the creator of the suit not know how to take it out? She fights Michael B. Jordan's Black Panther, right? She created that suit. How did she not fucking use her special little balls on the wrist?
That's not part of it, I guess. That's because it's convenient to the story.
Oh my god! Really? But her bracelet controls trains and magnetic energy in the whole country.
She's the mining manager. Duh.
But it doesn't control the suits that she created.
No, because that's when you have to scan the person or whatever, right? So she did that in the beginning. That's when you scan their neck.
Oh my god!
Okay, so the rhino comes, licks the woman, and then the bald woman's overacting is terrible. Then so all of a sudden she's talking to the fucking Get Out guy, right? She's talking to him, and then. She basically convinces him, right? So he switches him over. He takes a look at the landscape. He looks around. He looks at everybody.
Everybody stops.
Hold on. He looks at everybody. He kneels down. He puts his sword down, and immediately these guys that are so fucking much followers, they stop fighting. Apparently, they just look over and they put their swords down. Like, okay, like
stop killing our own friends. And immediately, it's like they all stop. Like he's like standing.
They're literally murdering their friends.
He's pulling. Yeah, they're murdering each other. All their homies. He's unsheathing his sword, and he looks at his girlfriend, the bald chick who just stopped a rhino in its tracks. Looks at her and he's like, "Will you kill me right now?" And she's like, "Over Wakanda? Yes, I'll kill you immediately." And she pulls her fucking sword or spear up in an attacking manner. He's slowly pulling his sword out. Everybody, the entire battlefield. There's thousands of people fighting.
Mid-fight,
they all immediately stop, and he's unsheathing his sword slowly, and they all watch. And then he looks at him.
King. Stab him.
He looks over.
He's like, let me make sure what this guy's doing. That's what I'm telling you. These followers
they're all
are like
fighting,
to the umpteenth degree.
They're trying to kill each other. They're all fucking brothers.
They're minions.
They're all
minions.
fights.
No,
they're all family technically.
Exaggerated.
So then they all stop mid fight. They all immediately hand to hand combat. They're chopping each other's arms off and stabbing each other. They all stop, look back, and see if this guy really pulls a sword on his girlfriend to see if she'll kill him. They immediately all drop their swords and give up the fight. Immediately, right then and there.
So they're done, right? So everyone's chill on the top. So then, now the two Black Panthers finally get together and they're doing their battle down on the fucking train track made of vibranium.
No,
Thank God they foreshadowed with it before. Thank God.
This one, after the attack rhinos. Just like you said, they finally meet each other. He fucking comes, after he gets launched 100 yards away, hits a rock and can't get up. He sees his sister about to be attacked by the other Black Panther, Michael B. Jordan's Black Panther. So he finally gets up.
He did
kinetic
power thing.
He did the pulse thing. No, that was when everybody's hacking him. He's building
kinetic energy.
He's building it because he's literally
pulse bombed and
he's getting chopped up by his own fucking people.
But she's about to get stabbed.
He launches over there. And he fucking launches over, fights. He starts fighting Michael B. Jordan's Black Panther. In the middle of the city, right outside of the villages, there's a fucking giant hole in the ground. There's a little wall around it.
It's a mine.
Yeah, but there's in the city, there's a little wall around it, but they fucking battle each other. They fall over this little tiny wall, 3-foot wall. Next thing you know, they're falling a couple hundred feet. They're in a mid-fight. They're fist-fighting each other.
My God.
They're falling forever. Like what? Yeah, you have an open...
They can take the hits.
You have an open mine in the middle of the city. They're falling for a good 30 seconds of this.
A good 30... It has to be 4,000 feet.
Yeah.
I went skydiving.
They're literally... Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
It takes a minute and a half.
They're falling for a little bit. They're flipping. They're flipping. They're falling through the air, whatever. And next thing you know... They finally get their bearings about them. And then they're fist-fighting each other while falling through the air.
Stupid.
They're fist-fighting, they're beating each other up, launching.
What kind of momentum
He hits the guy, and he fucking flies back a little bit. They're fighting, they're going at it. And then they finally fall down about 4,000 feet, just down to the train tracks in the fucking Wakandan vibranium mines. They have a magnetic train that is fucking just going by.
So they're battling, and then of course the only way to fucking stop is because when the fucking train comes by, the vibranium comes in, and then it stops.
The magnets that control the vibranium, that can stabilize the vibranium that are on the trains, deactivates the vibranium itself. So the vibranium within the suit, it's like phasing in and back and forth and whatnot. Convenient. So that's good. He finally finds an opportunity and he stabs him. Kills him, and immediately when that happens, he compliments him.
Before that?
Right when they land, they're fighting down by the trains, and they can't beat each other because they're both in fucking Black Panther suits. Yes. So, miraculously, he calls his sister over the fucking secret headsets that they have, and he tells her, hey, turn on the fucking train going fucking westbound through this fucking sector. And then she's like, but that will turn off your suits and you won't have any protection. He goes, yes, exactly, because neither will he. And she's like, okay, touches one of the balls, literally, her bracelet ball controls train. That's what I wrote down. She touches one of the balls and everything, and she turns on the westbound train through Sector 12 in fucking the bottom of this vibranium mine. Turns it on, and their suits just miraculously just have patches missing out of them, or they're not protected. So they start battling it out. The train goes by. Boom, their suits are back.
It's like, hold on. It's like one ball. Hold on. It's like one ball controls the train, one ball controls Wi-Fi. Like what are these?
One is the lights in your kitchen.
Yeah, it's like
what? Turn in your dishwasher.
One's a fader. Yeah, like
one's for your virtual reality. You can control any vehicle that you throw this little fucking disc on.
One you put in your bum.
One
you
can
fuck.
stick in some guy's spinal cord and it'll fucking just heal him up real quick.
And that's the same one you put in your bum, though.
You stick that one in someone's spine and stabilize it for 16 hours from South Korea. So yeah, that little ball controls it. Then it gets to the part where fucking Pota was saying. Fight scene where they.
So So he conveniently stabs him as soon as at the very end when the train passes, the magnets turn off and the Black Panther suits can come back on. He hits him in the exact spot where the suit was not at. That's convenient as fuck. And is immediately as he gets stabbed, he compliments him. Hey man, nice move. That was great. And then he starts opening up, like he's about to cry. He's like, my daddy wanted to take me here when I was little.
Immediately goes to one of those.
It's like,
it was a beautiful place.
Tell me, what did you think? Okay, so then, what did you think about his fucking dying face? It's like, dog, so bad. Like,
I didn't know he was just trying to die.
He's literally like, I'm dying, but
and then hold on,
I'm still an asshole. My dad said Wakanda was beautiful, but it's not. I'm an asshole. I'm still a piece of shit.
And then of course they do a callback to the fucking. Now they're gonna go and see the sunset. Thank God that the fucking wound wasn't so dire that he didn't die before he got there. Like come on, okay. So they go to the fucking sunset.
Now this guy, fucking the other Black Panther, picks him up, fucking scoops him up while he still has a spear in his fucking chest. Gets on an elevator. He takes him to the top floor. Gets out on this top fucking edge of the mountain that overlooks all of Wakanda. drags Michael B. Jordan's body over there while he still has a spear in his chest. He's half dead. Look at it. Immediately, as soon as he puts him down on the ground, Michael B. Jordan's like, it's beautiful. Yeah. You just try to destroy this country, you fucking asshole.
Like, his motivation was so fucked up.
Hey, I
stupid.
have all this technology. I have all this technology. Hey, by the way, I could still heal you if you want. Mm-hmm. No, it's like my ancestors. I'd rather jump off the boat than go here. And
that too.
That was pretty sick.
Cool. It was cool the way he said it. The way he
said it was pretty sick.
Yeah.
He says that part. He whips his spear out. He's dead. Peace, bitch. You know what I mean? And then, so he goes down. He meets up with his fucking babe. They get a fucking make out in. Okay, like, we give a fuck. They already fucking fucked because that's his ex. He must have. So then, okay, then it cuts to, they're over back in Oakland, and then the first cut is the fucking basketball hoop with the piece of wood and the basket still there, like,
the same one?
Are you kidding me? It's been like fucking 40 years. Nobody gives a
fuck
shit
about that. No, it showed that, and then it went to another basketball.
No, but I know, but it's still in the shot. No, I thought about that.
It's not still there, is it?
Yes, it is. I thought about that, and I waited until a couple other scenes, and there was a scene of the basketball hoop, and then in the background you can see the fucking basket. Yes, I trust me. I fucking waited to make sure. I made it to make sure. Point. I thought, I was like, okay, it was just a reminiscence to let you know where the location was. Right. But then I was like, I looked back, I was like, nah, still there. This shit's trash. Yeah, I was like, that's just trash. Okay, then of course, then T'Challa tells his sister that it's gonna be the first like Wakanda outreach center in Oakland.
And she goes, "You said you were going to California. I thought we were gonna go to Coachella or Disney World." They're sitting in the same basketball court.
How is Disney World entertaining?
They're sitting in the same basketball court as Michael B. Jordan was when his father died from his Black Panther brother killed him.
So then the fucking spaceship comes in.
Oh
my god! And all the kids are like going through like it's the normal. They just saw a Lambo.
They go straight up to it.
Maybe we could chop it up and sell it.
He goes, "Yo, is that a Bugatti spaceship?
I seen one of them."
And then the next thing the kids say, they run up
trying to be cool.
They run up to, "Oh, it's a Bugatti spaceship." The kids run and like you hear one kid go, "Yo, we can break this shit up and sell it on eBay."
Yeah, like what the fuck?
And then the kid turns around and looks at me and goes, "Yo, is that yours?" And then it cuts. And then it cuts the scene.
All right, film. Movie's over. Let's end this. So, okay.
Overall recap of the movie.
Okay, so that's fucking Black Panther. Let's just run around. I want to hear some fucking ratings. You know,
for like what 1 out of 10 scale.
Everything. Get a quick
1 out of 10, 3.5.
3.5.
Okay, Evan,
I'm gonna have to give it. I'm gonna have to back you up. I'm gonna say a 2 or 3. Honestly, it's almost. I'm not gonna say it's as bad as a Dumb and Dumber 2, but it's almost at a Dumb and Dumber 2.
Oh my god!
I'll give it like a 4, 4.5.
Whew. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go a little higher, a higher part. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll give an even, like an average.
All right, so
my number comes more from disappointment because
you've seen it 4 times.
Yeah, you've seen it 4 times.
I've seen it once.
You've not necessarily that.
You've seen it twice.
There was a lot of hype going into it. Like
this is my first time. If I watch it maybe 2 more, 3 more times, and then I haven't watched the whole story and had to pay attention for detail to detail. Like if I watch it 1 or 2 more times. Yeah, that score can definitely go down a little bit lower. Yeah. Probably when I notice more things that I couldn't pay attention to the first time.
My score has definitely been pretty consistent. Like,
yeah, it was trash.
I was hyped for it, so I saw Civil War and whatnot.
Like I said,
let me tell you this.
Like I said, I was falling asleep. I had to watch it the next day.
The sad part is, I've seen it twice, and the second time, I liked it better than the first time. God. And that's a sad thing, because I thought it was terrible. Because the second time, I answered questions that I had, or answered complaints I had about the first one. Yeah, so I ultimately liked it better, but it was still a fucking 2 or 3. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it was still that fucking trash.
Yeah. So I saw Civil War and whatnot. That's when he was first revealed, and I really dug his character. I thought it was awesome. As fucking like he was a badass. I thought it was awesome.
He did pop up in that movie. Yeah.
Of course, yeah. That was where he came first, but
I didn't even know that.
He was cool. He would fight like a motherfucker, and then I just dug his character a lot. And then this comes around and. Ryan Coogler was directing it, which I love everything that he's ever done, and Michael B. Jordan obviously being a dope ass actor. They get Forrest Whitaker in it. They get all these great names and great actors in it, and I had a lot of anticipation for it, and then I watched it, and I'm like, this was
the actors had nothing to work with.
Yeah. Cookie Cutter is a motherfucker.
Yeah, a lot of these characters had no depth. They had nothing about them.
Great actors. Great actors. They literally were giving shit roles.
And that chick is fine as fuck. I'll just say that again, dude. She's hot.
It sucks that these characters had to stoop so low. These actors had to stoop so low to take this role. They're given a crappy movie. I watched a movie before that, skipped Black Panther and went to fucking Avengers, and then came back to it, and I'm like, I didn't miss a fucking beat. I could have skipped that and never watched this movie, and still would have been perfectly capable of watching the rest of these fucking superhero movies and been perfectly fine with going with the storyline.
I put the full blame on the writers.
Yeah, writers trash.
For sure.
Writers.
100%.
That was it. The director is amazing, the actors are awesome, but the writers...
The shit in the movie, they had the technology to make that movie
Dialogue.
great. It looked good, it looked whatever, but they could have made it a million times
They could have even
better.
kept the same story, but changed a couple
The
things.
editing too, like 2 hours and
there.
15 minutes. Scenes that didn't need to be there. Scenes that needed to be there. Like
that weren't even in it.
Yeah, like, it was overall trash. Like, overall trash. Throw it in the motherfucking trash can. But okay, so this is what the fuck did we just watch and G shit. What
it
the
was Black
fuck?
Panther.
God, it was trash.
What the fuck did we just watch in that movie?
I guess we got a median of what, a 3?
I'd say a 3.
A 3, average 3.
Average.
3. We give it an almost. Okay, so
3 chuds out of 10.
Y'all are fucking pussies. You can't fight. You
Can't read.
Leave some fucking comments.
You're
talk
gross,
shit to us. Hey, if it
Roast
sucks,
us.
Yeah, if it sucked, talk shit.
Leave us,
leave us your opinion on the fucking movie. You're trash.
Even if you want comments, you guys can't fight.
Yeah.
You guys are pussies.
If there's a specific movie you guys want us
pussies.
to review and you want to know our opinion,
leave a comment.
Yeah.
leave a comment.
We'll talk shit about that movie too.
And you and your parents.
And you. Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck you.
All right.